because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
And your Alabama Crimson Tide will take over. First and 10.
Here comes that Alabama offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offense.
And the ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. He goes out of bounds at the 7-yard line, but what an opportunity after that pick.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation. And they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome offensively.
4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Barges ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Got his man quickly. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
Rifles it down the middle. And it's caught inside the 20. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. The give to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Wants to throw. It's Akers. Firing to the right, complete. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia 21, Alabama 0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it! And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a 1st down. Alabama pushing the tempo. On the move. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bama! Much needed life in this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And the point after is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Get another look at this Bulldog offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. He's going to pass. Quick completion on the out route. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They're not just using the running back as check down Charlie and going to take a shot at this DB. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Appalachian State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Kidd Brewer Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kansas State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Couldn't make the play on first down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. Toss to the outside. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This running back is so dynamic, and you've got to be able to take advantage of his speed by getting him to the outside. So that's why you dial up the toss play there. It's a nice way to change it up and get this guy in space to go make plays.
They're going to ride this running back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
They'll try to pick up the first. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is good.
Georgia, 35. Alabama, 7.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
1st and 10.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And now they have enhanced their degree of difficulty on 2nd and long from the 6. Back to throw, it's Akers. He fires a bullet to the right. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Alabama quickly back to the line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He wants to throw. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
Just don't feel like the quarterback's in a rhythm so far. He's had accuracy issues. That last throw was underthrown, but we've seen bad decisions trying to force the football in places it just shouldn't go, and that's why he's already thrown multiple interceptions.
Throws to the back. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. He wants to throw it again. Buys a little time. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on 4th down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
He's going for a big play downfield. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown time! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Georgia.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. The give and the run on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He'll start this drive firing. Zings it complete to the right. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Leaves it with the back. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down.
Touchdown, Alabama! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Go into the half. Listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Well, he might have wanted to just let that one go to see if it would go into the end zone, but makes the fair catch at the 5. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 16. They'll leave it with him. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. And that pass is intercepted. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Looking for a man. It's Akers. Working that left side now. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. And it's no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes that Alabama offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Tide with the 1st and 10. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. They keep attacking through the air. Makes the catch. It's Addison. They get him down after he makes the catch. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. The sure hands, it's Addison. And they're able to get him down.
I don't know which one to do. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. He's just got such elusiveness. You see him, he's getting outside the pocket, he's making you miss, and then all of a sudden, he's throwing completions. I got no answers for him.
The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Snap it to the back. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. He'll do it himself. Headed to the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And that is a big hit. And that's a hit that I'm going, listen, I'm the OC, I'm the head coach. I don't want to take many of those. I want to run the RPOs and I want to run my quarterback. But, Palmer, I got to understand the difference between the critical situations when I want him to take hits and the other times when I want him to take a slot.
Yeah, you got to live to...
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. The kickoff team on the field, he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Formation trying to spring a guy free. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. He now has 84 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for the big play. And it's caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field to score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Baylor is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Robert Griffin III, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by just 4 to Northern Illinois. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Going up top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender because these QBs and wide receivers are so good. But, man, just a mishap, a little overthrown.
Got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He looks that one in nicely. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Well, this guy's going to make catches all over the field. That time, he lined up all the way to the left side, and he was able to cross the entire field to make a catch on the right side. Defense lost track of him, and it ended up being a big play.
He'll throw it. That's caught. It's Addison. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Alabama pushing the tempo. Using his feet. Touchdown, Bama! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Fair catch, called for and made. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Looking to pass on second down. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Wants to fire on second down. This time he's got his man. And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Georgia 42, Alabama 35.
First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Coming after it. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on second down. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Georgia sends out the punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Looking to pass. It's Akers. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They get him down after he makes the catch. Alabama quickly back to the line. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on 3rd down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting first progression.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Now he's going to break the pocket. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Going deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown time. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And that's just nice patience and a great route. One-on-one, working the defender, taking his time, getting out of his break, locating the football, and making the catch just in time in bounds.
You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Quick pass on the fly motion. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They'll run this play from the pistol. Trying play action. Getting some heat. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He's looking downfield to throw. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. He's got it. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but's able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The give to the single back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on third down would make it easier. Gets away. They're bringing heat. He turns it loose to the left. And he makes the catch inside the 10.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Push down for the tackle.
And listen, I'm just trying to find a way to be positive down here. Have positive gains, not run, QB sneaks and halfback dives. Get the football on the perimeter with somebody with some speed and maybe catch you off guard. It wasn't a great play, but I got some positive yards out of it.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And the sideline celebration is on as they've taken the lead in the final minute. That last field goal gave them a 3-point lead. Now to see if they can cover the kickoff and keep them out of field goal range. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking for a man. It's Akers. A deep throw as the clock winds down. It's caught. To get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets them up. 1st and 10 from the 36. He's going to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. Touchdown, Alabama! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. They'll try to pin them back to this kickoff and then have the defense put the finishing touches on a win. He'll call for the fair catch here. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets rid of it. Back open in the middle. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task.